Hello. Recently, a new Blue FX forum member inquired how to create a reverse shadow effect for text using Title Pro 7. This is the effect he wanted, and I was able to give him details of how to achieve this. Afterwards, I got to thinking, how easy would it be to achieve the same kind of effect using the Titles and Text plugin that's native to Vegas Pro and Movie Studio Platinum? It turned out to be quite easy. This is the same effect using the Titles and Text plugin, combined with a bit of track motion. With a little more work, the effect can be made more interesting. I'm going to build the basic version first. I'll then add a few touches to it to make it a bit more atmospheric. To save time, I've created a number of presets for the events that require changing, and I'll make sure that changes to the default parameters are visible for your reference. I've already created 4 video tracks for this example, and I'll start with a colour gradient as the background. I'll locate the preset for that and apply it. Now this is just a simple black to white gradient, and if I go through each of the parameters, you might just be able to see there that the ring around the 2 is flashing. So those are the parameters for control point 2. Now that is control point 1. We can just about see it. And these are the parameters for that control point. Now these are the parameters for the crosshair control point, which you can just see flashing there. Next comes the text. This goes on track 1. Let's make a couple of changes to this text. Now I'll copy this and put it onto track 2. Now I need to open up track motion for track 2. Make sure that the cursor is at the beginning of the event. Right click in the box and select flip vertical. Now I will add the Vegas deform effect to that event, and I want to select the preset there. All the parameters are there for reference. Just open the properties for this text event and grab hold of the center of the box and move it up. You can see that the shadow moves down. I just make sure that that's 0.5, which is in the middle. Now to make this look correct for the shadow, if I just grab hold of this corner, the box turns red, and I can move that in or out to create the right effect. I need that open again, because what I want to do now is just to change that colour to suit the shadow. I'll just pull that down, get a nice grey effect. And that's it, as simple as that. Now for the extra touches. I'm going to copy this colour gradient down onto track 4. Open up the properties for the gradient on track 3. And look for a preset, Tutorial 31 Sun. I'll just close that down and open up the plugin chain, and I want to add a Vegas glow. And there's a preset that I've made. There. What I did forget to do was go through the parameters for these presets. That's control point number 2, which is actually fully transparent. Control point number 1. And the crosshair control point. Now I need to add a bit of an effect onto here to give it a bit of blur. So I'll choose Add FX, Gaussian Blur, Add, and there's a preset for that, Shadow Blur. And that gives it a little bit of a blur there. One last thing, this text element here, another preset, there. Now as you can see, that preset has moved that text element further up, so I can just pull that down. Again, I should have let you look at the parameters, and the only parameters that have changed here are the colour parameters there. Well, there you have it. It turns out that there's not much more work involved than with Title Pro 7. I hope you found this little tutorial useful. Until the next time, bye for now.